Peyton, thank you. New at 5, a teen and 3 adults are arrested following a drive-by shooting. It started Tuesday night in the Oaklawn area. Witnesses say a van was going at a high rate of speed when it nearly hit an adult walking with 5 others. That included 3 children. A woman yelled at the driver to slow down when there was some sort of verbal altercation that took place. Someone in the van displayed a firearm. No shots were fired. Early the next morning, deputies responded to a drive-by shooting in the same area. They were able to find the suspected van at an apartment complex. Inside the complex were the 4 arrested along with 2 children ages 2 and 4. A gun, multiple magazines, marijuana and alcohol also recovered. The teen was arrested on driving under the influence and child endangerment. The 3 adults were booked on several charges, including child endangerment.